Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So we are having a session with the Lead Team Collective. I have a bunch of questions that you guys have asked in the community. If you ever want to ask your questions, all you got to do is subscribe and turn on notifications, and you'll get the posts when we call out for questions. They're literally called call out for questions on different topics. Okay, I just put a couple of them out yesterday, so check those out. And we are going to be talking about basically your questions that you had grouped this way. All right. So we're going to ask different questions of our spirit guides. All right. About acts of kindness and higher nudges that we get. Afterlife roles, which is really fascinating. Creative and specialty guides, meaning spirit guides. So are there creative and specialty spirit guides? Spiritual media and oversight. In there, it's like, are most spiritual channels on YouTube truly helping their audiences? So that was a question that somebody had given us. So we're going to find out about that. Cosmic and awakening events. So did the appearance of 3i Atlas spark a major awakening? Do any of our guides stay with us from birth to death? Because we talked about this in a previous session, how some of our guides, they shift. So we have two spirit guides when we are born, and they can shift depending on what support we need on Earth. So the question here is a follow-up to that is, are there any that just stay with us the whole time? I know guardian angels, unicorns, and dragons apparently do, according to the lead team, but we'll find out about our spirit guides. Hidden truths and Earth events. So there is a question about Charlie Kirk and whether we'll ever really know the truth about him. And US and global events. There's a couple questions in here people wanted to know about the US and the economics, what's going on with that, Trump's tariffs, natural disasters, and so on. So, okay. All right. Well, before I get started, just two things. Just if you want to pop right here and check out the new structure for the Spirit Circle. It's getting very, very exciting because we are going to be really talking with the Lead Team Collective within the Spirit Circle a little bit more than we have in the past. And we're going to get monthly messages from them. We're going to set intentions. We're going to be having conversations so that we go a little deeper on the messages from the lead team and using the pendulum. So they're like direct messages, and having conversations and doing forecasts, astrology forecasts, so you kind of know what to expect each week in your personal life. So check out the Spirit Circle. And then also, Black Friday is coming up, right? Well, do you know that we're trying to support the movement of no buy during Black Friday for big corporations. All right. So if you haven't heard about that, check it out. I think it begins on November 25th is my understanding. I'm not sure when that goes through. So that's like buying on Amazon, buying on different places. Okay. But we have a small business directory with 200 businesses from our community here, all small businesses. And we are hoping that you'll support them during Black Friday. All right. So we do have a list right here. I will post it, QR code. This link will be in the description as well. And there is a small group of us who are running sales during Black Friday. So there's a spreadsheet, again, QR code right there, link below to the spreadsheet that will show you what the sales are and the links to their shops. Okay. So hopefully you'll, if you want to buy anything for the holidays, please consider supporting the businesses in our community. Now, I will also link the entire So you'll see the Black Friday spreadsheet, but we have a bunch. I mean, there's about 15 of us participating in Black Friday, but check out the rest of them. All right. If you're looking for gifts, that not everybody can participate in Black Friday because it cuts into margins that are very small for small businesses anyways. So check out our small business directory as well. I'll link that below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. Amen. So lead team, hello. Hello to my spirit team too. Thank you all for being here and for your guidance and support as always. Very, very gracious and grateful for you. So gracious, that's not the right word. Very grateful for them. So send kudos to your own team right now if you haven't done that today. Okay, lead team, we've got a bunch of questions from the community here. Are you in the mood to answer them for us? I've never asked them if they're in the mood. Yes, they are. But in the last session, somebody asked the question, do the spirit guides ever get bored of like being our spirit guides? And they said yes. I just thought that was hilarious. So if you didn't catch like the last couple of videos where most of the videos I'm talking to the spirit guides. So, but I would definitely catch those where they're like random community questions over the last week or so. Depends on when you watch this, but really, really good. Really, really good. Okay, so lead team, question number 1. So this is acts of kindness and higher nudges. All right, that's how AI grouped them together for me. When we feel nudged to help someone, is that our spirit guides prompting us? Yes. Is it always our spirit guides prompting us? No. Okay. So part of it is also just our personality, our ego, our own spirit. I mean, you would think it would be our own spirit too, right? Yes. Okay. But we are getting nudged by our spirit guides as well. Yes. If we were feeling inspired to help someone and it wasn't really the right thing for us to do, because it just depends on motives, right? If it wasn't really the right thing for us to do, would our spirit guides give us a nudge that kind of says no in our bodies? Give us that sort of like, kind of doubt? Yes, they would. Okay. When we feel that urge, is it the higher power prompting us? Yes. Okay. I'm not quite sure how that question related to that previous one, but we'll just go with it. When we feel the urge, whatever the urge is. So just know that your spirit guides are prompting you. They're hanging out there, trying not to be bored, I guess. Okay, let's look at afterlife roles. I've got 4 questions in here under afterlife roles. After we die, can we become spirit guides ourselves? Yes, we can. Amazing. Have some of us been spirit guides before even coming to this incarnation? Oh, yes. Okay. And that's because we have this experience on Earth that we can guide others, correct? Yes, very cool. Can spirit guides reveal information about our past lives if we ask them? Yes. Okay, awesome. And it's interesting because in the spirit circle, we're going into a new book soon. It's going to be how to read the Akashic records. And I think that has something, yep. Yeah, and in fact, we're going to do a session on here about the Akashic records because I did a call out on the community or for the community questions about that. So we'll do a whole session on the Akashic records. I don't know anything about them, but I think that could help us tap into, can the Akashic records help us tap into past lives? Yes. Okay. Because I think it's a record of like everything that's ever been, anything that's ever thought, said. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so join us to, in the Spirit Circle if you want to go over, if you want to learn more about the Akashic Records. But I will do a session on the public channel here too, so okay. Okay, can spirit guides, all right. Are they bound, meaning spirit guides, not to reveal not to reveal past lives until our current life is complete? No. Nope. If they can reveal past life information, is it based on how well we're processing in our current soul purpose? Wow. Okay, they're giving me a yes and a no, a yes and a no, and I'm not even sure if I can tease that one out. So if they can reveal past life information, so they can, so you guys said yes, right? Yes. Is it based on how well we're processing in our current soul process? So let me ask this way. Did in our life plan, so apparently we all develop a life plan before we come to Earth. Is that true? Yes. Okay. Just something I've learned from previous sessions with them and questions you guys have asked. So if we have it in our life plan that we will learn about our past lives in our current incarnation, yes, then will we learn about them? Yes. If it's not in our life plan, will we learn about them? No. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so if we try to learn about our past lives and we have some blocks, should we release that and move on to something else? Is that yes? Okay. So it's almost like it's everything we do rather than resisting and fighting and trying to control everything, which, is my MO most of the time. A lot of the time, just that's part of I can just tell my journey here, learning how to let go of that kind of stuff. But if we trust that if things are in our life plan, they will unfold for us. And if they're not in our life plan, they won't. And if we could trust that, I think that would make our lives probably a little easier. Would you guys agree, Lee? Oh, yeah, they're already like, yes, it would be a lot easier. Yes, okay. All right, we're going to creative and specialty guides. This is the section on that. There's 4 questions. Did the author of Let Your Spirit Guide Speak, which we talked about, we went through that whole book in the Spirit Circle. It was amazing. And if you join, you can always listen to it anytime. It's saved in the practice. So, all right. Did the author of Let Your Spirit Guide Speak agree before birth to have the guide Ella? Oh, so Ella is the author's writing spirit. So her writing spirit helped write that book. So that's kind of cool. So yes. All right. Are writing guides a common type of spirit guide? Yes. I guess so. Like, think about it. Well, okay, like when Stephen King writes a book, is that inspired with does he write those with his guide? Yes. When anybody writes a book, are they writing it with their guides? Yes. And you can ask for specific writing guides, right? Or creative guides, whatever you're doing. Yes. Can someone have a writing guide without knowing it? Yes. They just think they're brilliantly coming up with new ideas. Yes. Okay. Do other arts and trades have guides specific to those crafts? Yes. So as spirit guides, is it fun for us to help those that are going to be doing different creative trades? Yes. That's very cool. That's very cool. Actually, I had one more question before we move on. Okay, so a human being passes over, and let's just say they were a really amazing artist, like successful, they found their niche and they were a successful artist in that lifetime. When they cross over and decide to become a spirit guide, Are they more likely to try to help somebody who wants to do art and do be successful in art? Oh, wow. Yes. And is that because the spirit guide has an interest in that, let's say? Yes. So spirit guides can choose things based on interest? Yes. Okay. See, our life doesn't end, you guys. Our creativity, does it? Our creativity, any of that end when we die from this human, avatar that we're basically stuck in? No, it does not. Okay. Spiritual media and oversight. I have three. Oh no, I've got more than that. Oh, I got 6 questions. And spiritual media. Remember, this is about YouTube, so that'll be interesting. And we'll see what other questions we have in here. Okay, are most spiritual channels on YouTube truly helping their audiences? Oh, nice. Let me just make sure, and I didn't do this before. Sometimes I do. Depends on the topic, I guess, especially if it's political. Can you guys just make sure, clear my biases that I might have towards this particular question? Can you just don't answer it based on my own biases or energy, please, okay? Yes. Okay, let me ask that again. Are most spiritual channels on YouTube truly helping their audience? Yes. Are there some that are not helping their audience? No. Okay, so if they're their audience, then the audience is hanging out there for a reason and it must be helping them. Is that okay? Just clarify on the question. Can watching too much spiritual content interfere with our own intuition? Oh my gosh, I love that. Yes, yes, it can. Okay, so you want to be careful about that. And especially, see, this is one of the reasons, and I know I keep talking about Spirit Circle, but that's the way it is right now because it's on my mind and we're redesigning things. Is going to be amazing. But that's one of the reasons why I don't want to sit in just telling people stuff. I want to get to doing the processing with each other on a more spiritual level. And so that's what we're going to do. So you're not going to be in the spirit circle, you're not going to just be listening to me, but we're going to be processing together, getting the messages, processing what those mean in your own life, how you're hearing your own intuition, all that kind of stuff. Are spirit guides supervised by higher spirits? What? Oh my gosh, yes. I've never had that question come up. Wow. Wow. Oh, are they supervised? I love how the word supervised. Are they supervised by archangels? No. Are they supervised by ascended masters? Oh, ascended masters. So is Jesus supervising any spirit guides? No. Okay. So not all ascended masters are supervising. Are all ascended masters supervising spirit guides? No. Okay. Wow, see, every once in a while I get a question that I've never heard before and I'm like, what? Love it. Do some spirit guides become too pushy and need correction? No. Okay. So do spirit guides make mistakes? No. All right. Okay. Is our mistakes really a human measure, like an ego measure? Yes. Do spirit guides ever stray from the soul agreement made before birth? No. Okay. So we can really trust the energy of our spirit guides. Yes. If they do, this is just a follow-up to that, is it only when it serves the soul's best interest? No. So they do not stray from the soul agreement made before birth, with the soul that they're guiding. No. Okay. All right. See, it does make you want, I mean, I know we have free will down here to ask for what we want, but it's going to be, stay within the guide the boundaries basically. So yeah, so we have free will right here on earth, but is our free will within boundaries of our life plan? Yes. Okay, that's interesting. We could explore that as an entire on its own topic. Okay, I've got 5 questions under cosmic and awakening events. Did the appearance of Three-Eye Atlas, now I heard that blew up. Did it blow up, you guys? I can't remember. I'm not even sure. Did the appearance of Three-Eye Atlas spark a major awakening for many intuitives? Yes. Like new intuitive, everybody's intuitive, but so it got people closer to trusting their own intuition or listening to their own intuition or trusting that something bigger is going on in the universe type of thing. Yes. Do any of our guides stay with us from birth to death? Yes. Okay. But is that for most of us? No, but there are some people who have guides stay from birth to death. Yes. Now, is that only for people who have shorter lives typically? Yes. So if you have a pretty long life, like, I'm 56 now, so that's pretty long. Hopefully longer, but um, is it more likely that someone who has a lot of years on Earth and during one incarnation, they'll have their spirit guides will switch? Is that more common? Yes. Okay. Will Earth experience a great Earth rift? Yes. This winter. Yes. With quakes. Yes. Volcanoes or tsunamis. Yes. So this winter, like 2025, 2026 winter? Yes. I guess we have to define what great Earth rift is. So I don't even really know how to go. Like, I'm not sure what the person was intending for that, but so there will be a great Earth rift. Yes. So if you guys want clarification on that, as always, I forgot to mention, but you can put questions in the comments and we'll pull them and use them for other sessions like this. Okay. Is that event let's see, is that event meant to prepare Gaia? Okay, so if we do have a great Earth rift this winter, is that meant to prepare Gaia for the flash of light? No, it is not. And I do have, if you go into Ask the Spirit Guides, I'll put the playlist right here. You can just type in flash of light or 3 days of darkness. I think it's probably 3 days of darkness. And you can listen to what the guides have said about that. We can always do another one as a follow-up, but will the 3 days of darkness happen soon? Yes. Now soon is will the three, now you have to go in because what they have told me is not quite the same as what other people have said about the 3 days of darkness. So again, go to the channel and just type in 3 days of darkness so you can listen to that. Okay. We can always do another one, like I said, but it's not what I think some people might think it is, according to the lead team. But that's what they wanted us to know at the time. So will the 3 days of darkness happen in 2025 on Earth? No. Will it happen in 2026? Yes. But again, go in and listen to what that really means. Okay. We have one question, hidden truth and Earth events. Will we ever know the truth about who killed Charlie Kirk and why? Wow, yes. I will. Because I'm quite interested still, even though I'm trying to stay away from some of these topics, but I'm probably I'm going to pull Candace's transcripts and pull some questions and probably do a Charlie Kirk one. And I can ask you guys for Charlie Kirk questions too. All right, maybe in the next couple of weeks, we'll see how it lands. All right, we have 4 more questions, US and global events. Is the United States going to experience an economic collapse? This is not financial advice. Collapse beginning in 2026. Yes. Okay, not financial advice. Do not make changes to your portfolio just because of this, okay? Never, never, never. But is the United States going to experience an economic collapse in 2025? Yes. Okay, again. What will that collapse be caused mainly by Trump's tariffs and funding cuts? No. Are Trump's tariffs and funding cuts a part of the collapse? Yes. Will it be caused mainly by natural disasters? That's interesting. No. Will it be a combination of both causes? Natural disasters, are natural disasters a cause of the economic collapse at all? No. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. All right. So let me go grab a deck real quick and we'll get a message for today. Okay, this one caught my eye today, so I have 65 decks, so I have a lot to choose from. I usually ask the lead team what they want me to use, but I decided to grab one on my own today. So Divine Beloved. So let's find out what message they have for us today. So we already said the prayer. So lead team, what message do you have for the community today? What messages do you want us to walk away with hearing from you today? What would be the most helpful? I usually just shuffle until I feel something kind of make itself known. Okay, and I will have to ask. I'm not really feeling too many pops. I do prefer them to just pop right out of the deck. It's kind of nice. This one's pretty smooth too. Otherwise, I can just grab the top. So you can do this exact same thing. Just say your protection prayer, and you'll get the feels of what when a card kind of pops out. So I'm just going to see if any of those feel about the right message here. Okay, so lead team, I've got 3 cards. Do you want me to read any of those? Any of those cards? Yes? Okay. Do you want me to read all 3 of them? What? Yes. Do you want me to do a pick one? Yes. Oh, okay. Usually when I get 3 cards, then I ask that. So what that means is you get to pick one card. All right. Now, any of them might resonate with you. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. All right. And you're just going to close your eyes or just see what comes to you. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. 1 is over here on my right side. 2 and 3. So let me just make sure that that's how the lead team wants us to line those up. Do you want the card on the right to be number 1? No. Okay. Where do you want the card on the right? Do you want that to be in the middle? Yes. Okay, so the card on the right is number 2. And now that I switched that, is card number 1 in the right place? Yes. Card number 2 is in the right place? Yes. And card number 3? Okay. All right, so let's just all take a deep breath. You can close your eyes for a minute. If you don't get anything, don't worry about it. All right. You'll get it when you hear the message. You'll know which message is for you just when you hear it, okay? But see if you can pick something up in your mind's eye. I usually say 1, 2, 3 silently in my head, and I see which one might kind of flash a little bit, okay? So let's just take a second here. Okay. Did you get one? Okay. Again, don't worry if you didn't. It wasn't strong for me. It wasn't strong for me. So, but I think I'm going to go with 3. So but I'll see what the messages say. Okay, are you ready? Message number 1. I will have to turn it over to read, but fear. Okay, I release all fear. So those who picked number 1, are you feeling some fear lately? Or just need to work on that? Just something to release all fear. So let's see what this says. I invite you, divine beloved, to move through me in all ways, guiding my actions in every moment. Let me release all fear and feel unbridled openness to the new. So what that tells me is the folks who are this message is calling to you are feeling fear about change, fear about new. I think I should choose number 1. I've definitely been feeling that. So the message then is asking, according to this deck, divine beloved, or whatever you're talking to, whoever you feel closest to, spirit guides, God, Jesus, whoever it is, source, Lady Gaia, whatever energy you feel closest to, do you want to ask for support from? So you're asking that divine beloved to move through you in all ways, guiding your actions in every moment and helping you release the fear so that you can feel unbridled openness to the new. Unbridled openness. So that's beautiful. Okay, who did that resonate with? And was it the number that you picked? Okay, number 2. Number 2. Divine assistance. Okay, I am open to receive. I am open to receive. So change me, divine beloved, into one who is willing to receive all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. So if you got this, maybe you have been questioning whether you deserve to receive, whether you should ask to receive, questioning too much who to ask, trying to fit into too much of a structure when it comes to divine assistance. Don't make it complicated. Keep it easy. All right? So it's okay to ask for all the help you need. So go ahead, ask for it. Okay, number 2. This is number 3. Oh, okay. I know why I picked number 3. All right, discernment. Trusting your plan. Oh my God, you guys. Since I've made some changes on the structure here and in the spirit circle, it's been torturing me because I'm just worried that, that it's not going to go well or whatever. Of course it's going to go well. It always does. And you guys are so gracious anyways, giving me the space to work it out. So, but anyways, trusting your plan, discernment. Anybody else not trusting their plan right now? All right. Grant me discernment and detachment when they're needed most. May I honor my feelings deeply, then fully let go, trusting your plan. Trusting your plan. So trusting my plan for my higher self, my life plan, my soul contract. Trusting, guidance, that we're getting the right guidance along the way, whatever your plan is. Are you doing that, or do you need to tap into this message a little bit? So did you get the number? What number did you pick? Was it the right one for you? If not, totally okay. Let us know in the comments what number you got and if that was what you picked, and then what message resonated with you and why. I would love to know. All right, you guys, we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.